for a way to redecorate, save some money to an existing spare room that you're not using that much. So come along with me today and we're going to try to figure that out. I am Heidi. Welcome to Heidi's Humble Home. If you are new here, thanks for giving me a try. So I have 2 bedrooms upstairs, okay, that my children grew up in. And now that they've been gone for a while, we got, it was kind of nice bedding from Costco. A little busy for me. I'm pretty neutral. And the other side, it was a good deal at Costco. It's reversible, but that one side's a little blinding for me. So anyway, I want to give it a new look. Not so much the decor, although I'll probably tweak here and there. But I'd like to see what options I have for the bed with existing bedspreads that I have. So I don't have to spend any money, because these 2 rooms are not used that much at all. I've had a girlfriend stay here a couple times. My sister-in-law and brother-in-law have stayed here a handful of times, but for most of the time, they're empty. My grandson Jack's only a year, so we're not having sleepovers yet. And then maybe I will switch things up a little as he gets older. We'll have to see. But for now, I just want to see what my options are. I have not planned anything for this room like I usually do. However, I have pulled out a comforter from the closet that has similar colors to this, but a little more neutral. So we're going to try that. So come along with me and I don't know, let's see what we can put together without spending anything. All right, so this is the view of the room here. The bedroom set itself is really nice. This used to be an our bedroom. It was from Costco. Beautiful sleigh bed. Here's what the bed looks like. Okay, and we've got some end tables. I've got nothing in there. Sometimes I put a couple things in there, and that one's empty too. Here's the dresser. Got a TV. It's not actually even hooked up. But I pulled out this. So I'll show you in a minute. Underneath the comforter on the bed has a gray quilt. Actually, Frank picked this whole thing out. It's a little more on the masculine side, but and then I have this comforter that was my mom's that she's not using. So it might be a little more neutral. So we're gonna try a couple different looks and see which one, I don't know, that, oh yeah, full length mirror. Let me come over here. Yeah, see which look that we end up liking. And I just have like a couple little pictures here and there. I do like what I did here, so I probably won't change this. This is actually liner from the dollar store. I always loved that print, and then when I was doing this room over, I said, oh, that'll be cute. My girlfriend Anita did that on her Cricut, Get Cozy. Just got a plant from Home Goods. These shelves I had down in my cellar, and then I did stay a while. Yeah, so I thought those were cute, so those will probably not change. So I have some tiny lights. I wished that they had fit on these trays. This one does. However, the other lamp from Target, which I thought was the same size, is a little bit, I believe it's a little bit bigger. And the odd thing is it doesn't fit on the tray. It's really strange. I'll show you in a minute over there. So I just kind of put them here. And they are tiny lights, but we do have a fan. So, and then I just added Kleenex. I thought this was a cute idea though. So this, I can't, I guess I could turn it over, but I'd have to take the paper out. Anyway, it's a small little frame with the Wi-Fi. So if people stay, they have the Wi-Fi on that, on that little frame. So anyway, all right, let's get started with the bed. All right, so I'm thinking that I'm gonna pull this bedspread back. So we're gonna have to take off all these pillows. Actually, now that I think of it, put them here. Because I want to see what my options are. The one thing I can tell you is the sheets are clean. Option number 1 is, so this quilt, which is actually really nice, gray quilt, came with the whole comforter set. So, you could, or you pull this back. So that's a neutral look, right? All right, so you could mix and match the pattern. You could, let me move that down more. You could do something like this, right? And then maybe add this. So, that's not too bad. That's an option where you're keeping it neutral, which is kind of my goal. Or you could change this to the other side, right? Now, I will let you know though, that this side has this, so you can't use that, okay? All right, so that was kind of option number one. I'll be honest with you, I have done this before. So, you know, you could do this, like that. It's just hard because you spend money on bedding and you don't want to waste the money and just not use it at all. But I am looking to just kind of switch it up just a little bit. So you could do that. That's not bad, it's a little pretty. So we're just fixing it kind of quick, but you could do something like that. Okay. So I think I've had it like this, and I've had it the other way with this pattern on the end. So that's two ways. What you can do now is, I've got gray shams. So we'll put the gray shams on. So it's interesting to come up with different ways. So let me know in the comments if you guys have some spare bedrooms and they get a little bit on the outdated side. I think they tend to get neglected as far as that goes, because if you're not using them that much, you kind of forget about them. You know what I mean? You know, we'll give these a try and see. But I do want to try my mom's plaid bedspread, and I think that might look decent too, where it's a little more neutral because it's plaid. All right, you've got this look too. And let me turn this quilt back over and show you that other side. All right, we have this look. I'm sorry, I think for the other looks, I probably should have brought you over here. So, you know, that's not bad. Very monochromatic, very kind of dark. Did you guys notice the different window here? This actually used to be split in two. It was like a bowling alley when we first moved in here for my two kids. So eventually took the wall down, made this one bedroom and the other one in the other down the hall. So, I mean, that's okay too. A lot of gray going on in here. I am not a gray person, which is the real weird thing. But anyway, I've got this, which I think could definitely brighten it up, especially with the white, right? I don't think I want to put it on the bed. Yeah, I think I just want it on the end, just to kind of break up. I kind of like the gray quilt. Luckily, in a couple of months, it will be spring, so I think the plaid will look a little bit brighter. This is definitely lighter weight than the other bedspread. But look at, I mean, this isn't totally solid, but it really brightens up, I think, the bed a little bit more. A little bit on the wrinkled side, but just giving me an idea if I'm going to like this, which I think I might. And my choice is white bedding if I was to really spend money, but I don't want to because this isn't even used. So I'm thinking I kind of like that. I have to see if I have a white pillow downstairs. Maybe we'll go downstairs and see what I have. All right, so I've opened the cedar closet and I see that, and that's kind of what I was looking for. I'm just gonna plop that there for now. Let's see if we can brighten up the dresser with daisies. I don't know, I got winter going, I got spring. All right, well, let's bring this up because maybe if I like how these look, I can maybe not use the pillow. I don't know. I think I'm being too picky. Nobody, like I said, nobody is up there. So I'm going to treat it like a guest room. So sometimes I'll put like water bottles and stuff. So I may set up the dresser as if somebody is coming. Okay. Which, like I said, my sister-in-law and brother-in-law have visited a couple times. My girlfriend too. This one might be kind of nice. Look at this gray. Got that. All right, so I'm going to bring up a couple things and see what things are looking like, okay? Here's the other bedroom. I've got random furniture, random toys, but I am going to steal that pillow. So we'll do this over maybe another day too, guys. I hope to, at least. All right, so let's grab this and see how this is going to work. Go downstairs, Soph. There she goes. He's just being nosy. And we'll come back in here. I'm just gonna throw this on the bed. So we brought up a couple things, and let's start to play around, guys. That's the fun part. All right, so really, this should be kind of hidden and in like a encased kind of in something, but we're not gonna worry about that. So I'm gonna treat this like a spare room, as if somebody's coming. I will not leave the waters up here the whole time, but this is how I would kind of have it look if somebody was coming. So I used to have the waters sitting on this, and it was white, so it was cute, but I don't want that anymore, so we're gonna move this out of the way. And we brought this up, remember, from downstairs. Don't think I'm gonna use that "Let's Stay Home" sign. There's too many signs. I've got 2 on the shelf, that's probably enough for me. And I'm thinking, let's put the water here, okay? And we brought up, if you remember, the pitcher. I think I got this at Target at like the dollar spot. And we're gonna see how these look. Really kind of squished in there a little bit, but I know they're daisies and a little more spring-like, but whatever. I'm gonna stick them there. It's a nice greeting if somebody comes. And I would probably bring up like some granola bars or something. And these are here with nothing in them. They have the remotes. The TV's not really even hooked up, I don't think. And I probably, even if somebody stays here, which doesn't happen much, and if they do, it's like an overnight. So I wouldn't put health and beauty aids in here because I have the bathroom right there. There's not, you know, if I knew somebody was coming for a long time, that would be different. Okay, so I think that's looking kind of cute. But I got these trays at the dollar store and put the same liner that's in those pictures in these trays to kind of coordinate. So if you're looking really for a budget-friendly kind of idea for, you know, spare bedroom, try that. Doesn't even have to be a spare bedroom, but I thought that was really cute, and I love that pattern. This lamp here is the same as that lamp, but it doesn't really fit great. Look at on here, and I've even switched trays. I don't know, it's just like the littlest bit smaller, which is so disappointing because that normally should just be on that tray. So I may remove these, but I'm not sure. But anyway, so what you can do too is I removed my Wi-Fi, but you put the Wi-Fi, you get a little cheapy frame from the dollar store, okay? And put your Wi-Fi in here. I did this spare bedroom actually a really long time ago when I first started. So anyway, you would put it like that, and then that way there, people can put their keys maybe here. We got that all set up. I think that's just plain and pretty. What are we doing with this soap? Oh, that's what it was. It's like an antibacterial hand sanitizer. We'll just stick that there. All right, so I brought up this pillow here, which is really more off-white and wintry. Okay, we're going more for a light spring neutral kind of a look, all right? So that to me, I don't really like how that looks. So we stole this pillow, and you know, you can either do this or this, which I am not a fan of that. Maybe it's almost like I wish I had one more of these. I'll have to look, but I don't think I do. And you could do that, or just leave that like that. Why don't we just leave that like that for now? Okay. I'm gonna put this blanket there. Okay. We're gonna stick this white blanket in there. Just an extra something, right? All right. So we got that. Looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. All right, this is really close quarters, so I'm gonna have to put the phone down, but I'm coming downstairs because I know I have, I hope, little white pillows. I've used them on my bed before, and they had fringe on them, and I cut the fringe off, but where did they go? Let me double check in here because I don't even see them down here anymore. All right, we're gonna bring these upstairs. And like I said, they used to have fringe on them and I cut the fringe off. All right, we're gonna bring those up and try those. I can use that comforter, or I wanna give this a try too. I remembered I had this in here. Look at this hope chest. Remember back in the day, I'm dating myself, ladies who are my age. My husband built this hope chest with his grandfather. I know. So anyway, I have this blanket here. So let's try this in the room at the end of the bed too. Because I mean, nowadays, not that I'm trying to copy everybody, but you don't see like a lot of patterns like that hanging around too much. I kind of want to make sure it's a little updated. So we'll give that a try. The only thing is there won't be a lot of patterns, so I may end up leaving that blanket at the end, but let's see what happens. Well, it's a different day. It was getting kind of late and Super Bowl was coming on and I was back and forth. So anyway, you saw that I went downstairs because I kept thinking, I think I've got 2 white pillows. So let me just look for the tag. I'm not sure where the tag was. Oh, right there. Oh, white pillows. Okay. So that's good for pattern. And like I said, I'm kind of preparing this for more spring weather. This is more on the cream side, but I think it would be okay. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not really sure which one I like better. I like the pattern one better, you know, with the plaid blanket, but I think this is a little more updated looking, where it's just kind of neutral. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean up the bedroom. I've got a couple things here and there. I can move some boxes and I'll vacuum, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about what we did to the bed. All right, so in the end, the pattern quilt won. I like the neutralness of the white one, or off-white, white, whatever. But for this room here, I'm just gonna add a little bit of pattern. I think it kind of spruces it up a little bit. So we'll just come around and see what we have here. So I kept my son's painting on top of this dresser. I love the colors in that. And we did keep our items on the shelf. The chair, I know, is very random. I really don't have a spot for it. You know, maybe somebody comes and puts their luggage on that. Right now, it's just gonna stay like that. The rugs were the same. I did remove the lamps. And if this was a room that was downstairs and showed more, honestly, I would spend some money and make it, you know, spruce it up. There's no bells and whistles here, so I would definitely spruce it up a little more. But this is perfect for how we use it. Got an extra blanket in there, faux plant candle. And the only thing that drives me kooky, and I was thinking it was Sophie's Prints, but I think this might be, I'm pretty sure I don't have a mattress cover on this mattress, so I don't know if that's why you see the indentations. But anyway, and that, I know this is a little wrinkled, everybody, but I just took it out of the bag, so it'll fall. But anyway, I think it's still a clean looking room. Pretty neutral. The other blanket we tucked in there, as you know. I just have Kleenex, and I couldn't really find much else to put there, so it's just a moisturizer, hand sanitizer, got some Kleenex, and I like how this looks, the water bottles, the Wi-Fi, don't forget that little idea, and a little pitcher with some flowers. So I think it's a very, and you guys had seen that part before. We come around slow. I have a nice family saying picture here. So anyway, like I said, there's no bells and whistles, but I did just want to neutralize it, so to say, and not have to spend anything. And by the way, when we are sick, sometimes if Frank is sick, I may come up here, or the sick one stays downstairs and the other, or whatever. Anyway, when one of us is sick, one of us may come up here. So once in a while it is used. Luckily, we don't get sick that often. But anyway, thank you so much for coming to visit my channel today. If you're new here, please consider subscribing, and a lot more content coming. I hope you enjoyed the video, everybody. See you soon.